Really excited about this. It's a new feature. We'll be doing it potentially twice a week. We'll see how tonight goes. But I'm calling it Revelation Records. Okay, this is episode 1 with Joey Collins. And Revelation Records is about local talent and local artists and musicians coming on, having a chat with me about 5 albums that not only mean something to them, but that potentially have changed their aspect, changed their outlook on things, but something more than just meaning things. Because music can mean so much to so many different people. It can inspire, it can develop, it can make you go different directions. And that's what we're going to chat about with Joey now. So through the means of social distancing and phone calls, Joey is here, I hope. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, there he goes. And he starts in the manner in which we want to continue, Nottingham S, by saying "A up."
And on your radio, the sound of letting go. Don't
Yeah, we'll be doing it potentially twice a week. We'll see how tonight goes. But I'm calling it Revelation Records. Okay, this is episode. Really good song. Really good song. That's it's a one way to start the 9 o'clock hour. You're listening to Arun on BBC Radio Nottingham. It's 11 minutes past 9, and now I'm really excited about this. It's a new feature. We'll be doing it potentially twice a week. We'll see how tonight goes. But I'm calling it Revelation Records. Okay, this is episode 1 with Joey Collins. And Revelation Records is about local talent and local artists and musicians coming on, having a chat with me about 5 albums that not only mean something to them, but that potentially have changed their aspect, changed their outlook on things, but something more than just meaning things. Because music can mean so much to so many different people. It can inspire, it can develop, it can make you go different directions. And that's what we're going to chat about with Joey now. So through the means of social distancing and phone calls, Joey is here, I hope. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, there he goes. And he starts in the manner in which we want to continue, Nottingham S, by saying "A up." Do you know it's a term I don't use often? I probably should. I should bring it back.
Mate, you should. Yeah, you should start using it.
All right. So Joey, right? I want to. We're going to go into detail about what's number 1 and number 2 on your list. But let's just kickstart it. In your top 5 records, first of all, what do records mean to you? Because it's not everyone that listens to a whole album or find albums to be quite sacred and keep them.
Yeah, do you mean in terms of vinyl or just albums from start to finish in general?
Albums, start to finish, music. We'll go to vinyl. I know you're a vinyl man.
Yeah, I think they're just really nice to listen to from start to finish as a collective piece of music. I think nowadays, obviously, people's attention spans are a lot shorter. It's more singles. But I don't know. I guess I'm old school. I just like the kind of listening to the whole picture as opposed to just the one song.
It's almost like a journey, isn't it? When you do put an album and go, right, I'm going to commit to listening to this.
Precisely, yeah. It's what the artist intended to release as a collective piece of art. So I think it's kind of a bit rude to just neglect the rest of the songs.
And you're a vinyl man, aren't you? So when you get your albums, it's not digital. You want them vinyl. What made you go down that route? Why do you want vinyls?
I think they're just cool, aren't they? It's nice to have it's cool to have the artwork and just to kind of. I think it's more of a listening experience when you have a vinyl. You properly sit down and consume it properly. Whereas digital, you're kind of a bit more mindless, I think.
Yeah.
You just flick it. It could be on a playlist. It's just it's so easy and convenient. But I think vinyl, you kind of take the time to experience it more for what it is.
No, I agree, and I like the crackle. The crackle is amazing.
Oh yeah, that warm crackle.
Yeah,
can't beat it.
Yeah. Okay, right. So your top 5. It's something you did. I know you did the top 10 the other day, and it was inspiration to what we're doing this evening. So keep quiet about that.
I will.
So let's go. Number 5. So your 5th album of all time. What is it?
So number 5 is "Sea Change" by Beck.
Beck, interesting.
Yeah.
See, I've seen Beck support before, but never on purpose. Talk to me. Talk to me about your love. So why is that number 5?
I think it's just like we were saying about albums. It's from start to finish, so beautiful. All the tracks just kind of transition really nicely into one another, and yeah, I think it's his best album by far. He's got a lot of albums, but this one kind of spoke to me the most.
I like that. Okay, so that's number 5. We've got Beck. What we got in at number 4?
Number 4, we've got Either Or, which is Elliott Smith.
Producer Deke is going mental at that. He is a very, very happy man about that. So explain your choice there.
That album is just, I think as a songwriter as well, it just inspired me. So I think acoustically, it's one of the best records out there. Elliott Smith was for sure one of the best singer-songwriters, and I'm not sure loads of people know about him, but for me, he's definitely up there in the top.
I like that. And do you find you get plenty of inspiration when you listen to albums all the way through? Do you go, that's the sort of journey I'd like to do or like to produce when it comes to your album?
Yeah, I think you definitely take influence of your favourite records in some ways more than others. It could be production, it could be guitar chords, it could be, I don't know, lyrics. I mean, Elliott Smith wrote a lot about his pain, which kind of resonated with my own songwriting, so yeah.
Okay, I like that. So we've done 5, we've done 4, and just finally for this little bit, what we got at number 3?
Number 3, we've got Morning View by Incubus.
Oh,
which is a banger of a record.
It was. I was waiting for, since I started this, I was having a chat with the sound producer earlier today, and we're just like, how long is it going to take for a Metallica or an Incubus track to come on? And the only reason they were 2 is they're 2 artists that I never personally resonated with, and I was never like, that's really good. So just go into Incubus, try and sell this to me as to why I should listen to this album. I'd
say they're the most underrated rock band of all time. You have to listen to Incubus. I'm just going to say that, short but sweet.
Okay, I'll take that on board, and we'll give it a listen. Right, okay. I've got Blink-182 to play, the most underrated rock band of all time. Jokes. And then the last, there she goes. And then you're going to be back to get to number 2 and 1, which I'm quite excited about.
Yeah, me too. Cool.
Go down why he thinks it's the Lars. There she goes. Listen to Arun on BBC Radio Nottingham. It's 22 minutes past 9, and we are underway with a brand new feature on the show called Revelation Records, and it's episode 1 with Joey Collins, and we're going through his top 5 albums, what they mean to him, what direction it made him go down, why he thinks it's a certain way. And at number 5 we had Beck, Sea Change. At number 4 we had Elliott Smith, Either Or. And number 3, Incubus, Morning View. And Joey said Incubus he thinks are the most underrated rock band of all time. Big words. Now, Joey, time to get to business. Okay, so I think they're an awesome 3, and I on the back of what you said, Incubus, I will give that a full listen this weekend. I promise you I will. I'll do some videos of me doing it. And Elliott Smith, producer Deke, is honestly, he's echoed your sentiment, saying one of the best singer-songwriters ever. So big words, and I like this because Elliott Smith is someone that doesn't kind of spring to mind when I think about top 5 albums. Do you know what I mean? But you've said it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're a singer-songwriter. Producer Deke has said it, and he's a creative type as well. And I just think it's quite fascinating there because it hopefully inspires not only myself but other people to go and listen to albums.
It's so hard to pick your top 5, to be fair.
Yeah, and it can change very quickly. It's like favorite anything. Okay, but let's get to it. Okay, so we're done the top 3. What are we going for at number 4? No, number 2.
Number 2. I'm going for Grace by Jeff Buckley.
So Jeff Buckley, let's be honest, is known for, if you say Jeff Buckley, especially to a certain generation, they think of Hallelujah, right?
For sure, which is a Leonard Cohen song originally.
I didn't realise he wrote that till today.
Yeah, so Leonard Cohen wrote it originally and Jeff covered it. In fact, I think three or four songs on Grace are covers. So it's quite strange, actually.
So if someone's making a cover band, cover album, you wouldn't necessarily think instantly that's going to be sort of top 5 album.
No, but I think the way Jeff reinvented the songs is what kind of stood out. What he did with Hallelujah was his own kind of take on it. It wasn't emulating Cohen, which I think is the key to writing a good cover song, is to kind of make it your own.
Yeah, that's it. If you do make it your own, then sometimes that's when we ask the question, like right then, me saying, I didn't realise Leonard Cohen had actually written it.
Exactly.
So that's the art, I suppose, of a great cover song. And yeah, incredible voice, incredible on the guitar. Was there any kind of inspo from that of when you got into music?
I think I started listening to Jeff Buckley when I was about 17. I remember being in college, and I heard Mojo Pin, which is the opening track, and the guitar is really enchanting, the opening guitar part. And obviously his voice comes in, he's got this real high range but with power. And obviously you strive to be that versatile as a singer-songwriter, but for me I think he was just the best singer-songwriter of all time, with such kind of artistic integrity and authenticity. I think he really wrote from his heart, and it was about the music the whole time. So that really inspired me to be like truthful in my songwriting.
I love that, and that sounded amazing. That's why I wasn't going to interrupt. Okay, so that's number 2, Jeff Buckley and Grace. Now, a big one. What's number 1?
Number 1 is the best band in the world. It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers with Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic.
Okay, so talk to me about, 1, why are they the best band in the world, and 2, why is it the best album?
Well, I've been listening to the Chili since I was about 6 years old, and they're the one band that kind of just made me want to be a musician from day one. I think their energy on stage, the songwriting, the funk, they've got so many different sounds and so many different records out. And John Frusciante is my favourite guitar player of all time. So yeah, the Chili's my all-time favourite band. And I used to listen to Blood Sugar on, the old portable CD-ROM players you used to get.
Yeah.
So I used to listen to that when I was like 6 or 7, just like all the time, just jamming like in the car to it. And I used to like visit my dad in Wales and just have that on repeat all the time, and that was the best thing ever. So,
mate, I love that. Big words. All right, okay. Joey, I absolutely love that. That was our first Revelation Records. It's the first time we've done it. They were the top 5. You'll be known as the first person to have done it, which I think is kind of cool in itself. Yours, and the reason I wanted to do you first as well was because when I got this job after a radio show, I always went, I'm going to go see loads of gigs when I finish my show, because I finish at 10. And yours was the first EP launch I went to whilst being on radio. So I returned the favour, and I think this can be something quite special. Let's get talking about albums. Let's try and inspire others as well to listen to albums all the way through. So, Joey, it's up to you now. I've got 2 songs, and I hope you remember what I told you, just in case, to make sure you
I wrote it down, actually.
Right, so introduce the next 2 songs, because it's because of your records.
Sure, thanks for having me on. The first one's Hallelujah, Jeff Buckley, originally by Leonard Cohen, and then the second one's Under the Bridge by the Chili's.
Beautiful. Right, stay healthy, Joey. Cheers.
You too, man. Take it easy.